to introduce you to Melodic Motion Etude number 56. This is something I was playing this afternoon. Thought it would make a nice study both from 5th string chord tones, 4th string chord tones, and also 6th string. So trying to expand from a position-centric view of just staying in one position to noting the ones that are above and below. So I hope this can find a place in your vocabulary, maybe spark some interest, maybe some exploration of your own. I would certainly hope so. So we're going to be in the key of D, the key of 2 sharps. As I often say on these lesson clips, I just try to see the key. I'm not thinking of D necessarily because we might not always be in D major. We might be in E Dorian, or we might be in some other, we might be in F sharp Phrygian, depending on the context. So being able to see the entire fingerboard as one key is what I would advocate. I do have a video on it, on learning the fingerboard, more or less learning the white notes of the piano from A to A, with no sharps, no flats. That's the way I recommend learning the board. I'll post a description link so you can find that if you're interested in learning the board that way. If you've not done so, please do look at the playlists as I try to put things together that'll make sense wherever you are on your journey, I hope. If it's something that catches your interest, you can dive into it then. If you've not yet subscribed, please do like, share, and leave a comment. That's always good. If you'd like to send me a tip, my PayPal information's there in the description below. Sounds like I'm in the key of 2 sharps. So this Melodic Motion Etude has some moving parts, but I think once we break it down, you'll see the mechanism, and we hope be able to move it up the board or down as you need throughout the key. So we're starting with a 10th, the interval between D and F sharp, an octave and a third away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5th and 7th fret of the 5th and 2nd strings. Then we're going to play the 5th in between. So that's going to be, in this case, 7th fret A. So in each of these cases, for as far as we're going to go from D up to A, the 5th will always be 2 frets higher, or 2 frets higher, 2 frets higher, 2 frets higher, 2 frets higher. It wasn't until we get into B minor it's 2 frets higher, but then here we get the flatted 5th for the 7 diminished chord, but we're not going to do that one. We're just going to do D major, pardon me, E minor, F sharp minor, G, and A. And right above that 10th that we had, we're going to do the scale neighbor above as a kind of melodic pitch. And that's going to lead us to jump to the 3rd of the chord, F sharp, in the bass, and A, the 5th, as the melody. So we're going 3, 4, 5 in terms of melodic pitches. So this is going to go from 5 to 7, 7, 8, and then 4 and 5, F sharp and A on the 4th and 1st strings. And then we can enter back in to D, a D 10th, 5th, and 7th fret. And now we're going to do a descending run. each time we're going to play root 5, 3, 1. I think we should do 5, 3, 1. And that's 5 and 7, 5 and 5, 5 and 7, 5 and 6. D and C sharp with an A in the bass. F sharp and D, 2 and 3. Reach back up to the upper neighbor E, 5th fret, and back to D and F sharp. So the whole thing. Now we're going to do the same mechanism from E. With a little hint of harmonic minor there, with the approach leading tone to D sharp to E. We could do a diatonic. Sorry. But I do like... So if we ever wanted to make this a home key, we could be there. So, very similar, 7 and 8, 7 and 7, E and G sharp, E and F sharp. I should do the first part, sorry. So the root and the 10th, E and G, 7 and 8 with 9, and then the melodic pitch above. We have a couple of things happening. So it's that. 7 and 8, 9, 10. And then the 5th and 7th fret, G and B. We could go up, but I really wanted to join the 4th string sets with the 5th string sets. So G, G and B, 5 and 7, and then we enter back in with E, G again. And now our run, which is again 7 and 8, 7, now the 5th in the bass with the melody on the root and a half step below it. So 7, 9, 8, now G and E well below. 3rd and 5th fret, G and E, we can reach up to that F sharp, melodic neighbor, and then back to E and G. Now how about F sharp? It's exactly the same as our E minor. 9 and 10 with 11, 12 above. 7 and 9, A and C sharp, and then we enter back in, staggering those entrances together and then staggered. That's another way you could do this exercise. Just play the upper pairs, right? And 10, 11, sorry, 12, 7 and 9, 9 and 10, and now our run. 9 and 10, 9, 9 and 11 with the leading tone below. Then 5 and 7, F, A and F sharp, reach up, melodic neighbor. I'm not using the natural G here. I'm using that approach, G sharp. So it'd make F sharp sound like home if we wanted it to. Then we have two more. Now this one's a little unusual because it has a different melodic interval above. 10 and 12 with 12 and 14. G and B, D, C sharp. Up to B and D, 9 and 10. Back entering staggered, 10 and 12. And now our run. I hope by now you're getting the feeling of the run down. So 10 and 12, 10, G and B, A, D and G, F sharp below, B and G, 7 and 8, up to 10, and then 10 and 12, G and B. Now last one. Here we're back to a normal 4th degree up here. 12 and 14, A and C sharp. Our 5th is at the 14th fret, E. D is at the 15th fret. Then C sharp, E, 11, 12. Stagger back in. A, C sharp, 12, 14. Now our run. So 12, 14, 12, 12 and 14, leading tone below, 14, 13, 9 and 10, C sharp and A, neighbor tone melodically, 12, and A and C sharp. This has been interesting, fun. If you've stayed this long, bless your heart. I do wish you, as always, happy playing and a very good day.